Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hi, I'm Jason with Jason Pollock. I am not Jason. Join Jason and Justin back in the green room as they talk with some of their favorite folks from the entertainment industry. And now, the man you haven't been waiting for, Jason Pollock!
Hi, guys. Justin cannot be here with me tonight. I'm sorry if you tuned in, looking forward to seeing him. He's doing Mozart's Requiem in Atlantic City. But speaking of music, I have a great band with me. The first time we've had an entire band on this show together. I'm going to bring him out now. The members of Pride and Shame, who just put out a new album, The Golden Camel. Give it up for John, Larry Electric, and Rick.
Hey.
Studio audience, give him a hand.
Yeah.
Guys,
so exciting.
John sent me the album today and said listen to it a few times, and I did. And he said listen to it once, but I listened a few times because
and
I
you're still confused.
I was so confused. It blew my mind. It was such a Ween influence. There's no doubt you guys are Ween fans.
By the way, it's been out for a month. Finally, thanks for finally getting around to listening to it.
You jerk.
Well, I was trying to be polite. I did listen to it, but I wanted to make it sound like I was so surprised by how great it was. And I did listen to it a few times. You know,
you were surprised that it was good. You didn't expect it to be good based on our previous.
I had every confidence in the world. You're really, you're pulling the Jew card on me. You're twisting everything around like a Jewish mother. Why did you call it The Golden Camel? I love the song, but why did you choose that?
The album or the song?
The album. Of all the songs, why did you pick The Golden Camel?
It's named after the song, which is kind of like it's a nod to Steely Dan's name. There's also like this sort of Indian influence in the song. Hence the camel reference, but it kind of stemmed back from that show Wild Wild Country, right? So it's about like a guru leading people astray, and it was just kind of like the perfect the perfect reference to how we just sort of dupe everyone into listening to our music, and someday we'll take all their money and leave them stranded somewhere with like a robe on.
We've already been buying up some land in Oregon. We're going to start the commune out there. Yeah, it's partly based on that and partly based on the Maharishi, when the Beatles went out there and they thought he was this wise guru, but really he was just another dude trying to get laid.
Of course, they all are.
Yeah.
I love the sound when it first started. It kind of had a Horse with No Name written by George Harrison feel to it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what we were going for.
I sure use those words specifically. So
camel with no name.
The camel with no name. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys consider when I refer to you guys as Pride and Shame, I refer to you as a band. Do you consider yourself a band or just a group of middle-aged guys writing music together from different parts of the world?
Somewhere in between there. I guess a band you could hire for a bar mitzvah or something like that, but we're
an
like
adult bar mitzvah.
Yeah, we're like that happens. I guess we're more of a recording project. I mean, we would like to play once in a while.
You know, I sent the album. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives over in England, and I said, "I'm listening to this album right now. I think you'd love it." And she said, "Ooh, explicit lyrics. I'm sold." So I know I got you one more listener in England besides your family, Larry Electric.
That's fantastic. Oh, Larry Electric's family doesn't listen to us. They can't stand it.
I don't think they have.
So would you consider yourself a Ween influence? Because
we influenced them.
I knew it. It was my first thought was like when I heard the variety of different kinds of music, I was like, they're just like the Beatles. But like if you combine the Beatles and Ween, Bean or Weedles, Then you've got Pride and Shame.
Zappa, T-Rex.
Yeah,
What other influences are in there?
Vision Across the Sky, I'm assuming is the T-Rex song because that one is. I was listening to it and thought this is such a bang a gong sound.
And
It's a
a
T-Rex song. Yes, it's a T-Rex song about a T-Rex.
Yeah, it's kind of a depressing song.
It doesn't get much more meta than that.
Bill, you had
Spoiler alert: he dies.
wait. The dinosaurs died.
In a car crash.
Believe it or not, yes.
COVID.
God damn it. See, we're already learning. That's what I love about having you on. I'm learning so much about history, geography.
Oh yeah, it's very educational. We've submitted it to many school boards to be worked into their curriculum.
You're as witty as the Beatles. It's brilliant.
I'd rather be Bean or Weedles. I'd say Bean. Bean's shorter.
Yeah, Bean is easier. Bean though, not Been, because that would be too much like Ween. You could say, "Oh my god, another Ween ripoff." But Bean is you just have the pea pod as your logo.
Yep. It always leads
Yeah,
to
I'm marketing for you for an album number 3. This is what's happening.
Album number 3's already been begun.
We are in the writing process. It's going to be a rock opera.
That's freaking brilliant. We don't have enough of those.
The story is written. The songs, not quite.
Okay, besides Tommy and Thick as a Brick, I can't think. I know there are others out there, but I'm so out of touch. What others can you name?
SF Sorrow.
Yeah,
The Wall.
Quadrophenia,
The Wall.
Oh yeah, The Wall. The Lamb Lies Down.
I didn't realize Boring Genesis. I should have assumed Boring Genesis,
of course,
or 70s Genesis was. You know,
I mean, Lifehouse really never was released, but that was Pete's project for a long time during all of the rock operas, right? Did they ever release it?
No, they scrapped it and came out with Who's Next.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Who. I never heard of Lifehouse. But if you read the Pete Townsend autobiography, I'm assuming it's in there.
Yep.
Yeah, he talks way too much about it in that.
About an album you'll never hear.
It's a great book until about the midway point when the Who break up, and then you're like looking, they're like, how am I only halfway through this book?
Well, and the funny thing about the story and the way he tells it is like it was such a great idea in his mind, and he wrote all these great songs for it, and he played it for people, and they were like, this story makes no sense. This is so dumb. So he kept going back to the drawing board to make it better, and he could really never make it better. And I guess that's when Who's Next came out. I don't know.
Yeah, they were just like, let's just make an album of songs, which is probably what we should be doing.
Quit beating this dead camel.
But the good thing about not having any...
They did release Lifehouse in 2000.
Ah, so we need to listen
to a box set called Lifehouse Chronicles by Pete Townsend, based on the abandoned rock opera.
I had no idea. I'm gonna have to pick that up. But more importantly, let's talk about the Golden Camel, because I freaking love this album, and I'll listen to it daily till I'm sick of it, like I did with the Moody Blues when I was young.
So tomorrow will be the last day.
My favorite one on the album is Your Last Man Broke You in Two, and that was a special guest, Tony T from Philadelphia, who sung that one.
Yeah, our good buddy.
And I listened to it twice. Actually, I listened to that one 3 or 4 times because there's a hidden message in that song. It's not about what you think, and I'm not going to tell you what it is about. I'm going to leave it to your listeners to decide about that song.
It's about an ex-love.
It's about an ex-love who...
That's all you need to know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoiler alerts here.
There are more hints in the music video, which we made, starring Tony T. He was nice enough to appear in our video.
All right. I got an idea. Why don't we show that music video?
Oh, he's ready for that.
All right.
Are you guys ready for it?
We did it. We made it. So sure.
Excellent. Let me just figure out what I'm doing. And we will pull this off. Let me know if it works. All right. Can you see me? The video.
Nope.
Oh, something's happening. There it is.
You see it now?
This is so high tech. This is amazing.
I know. But can you see
You want to
have
full
to answer
screen
me.
that thing, maybe?
There you go. Just got to hit play.
All right, cool. I'm gonna full screen it.
I won't ever hurt you.
We got some subtitles going.
Couldn't if I tried.
Are they correct?
I can feel up your heart.
Oh, they are.
girl. I can feel up your mind. He left a void. Now you feel hollow, girl. You feel no pain with me, but you know it's real. The last man broke you into. I could never do that to you. Your last man broke you into. I could never do that to Now there's something in you you can't quite feel. You feel no pain with me, but you know it's real. Your last man broke you into. I could never do that to you. Your last man broke you into. I could never do that to you. But it's a small thing of no consequence. The guys say I'm crazy, Lord, but it just makes sense. Your last man broke you into. I could never do that to you. Your last man broke you into. I could never do that to you.
That was fantastic, guys. I love that song. I love the video. Were there two puppets? Because one of them had a beard, or is that a fake
Well, that
beard?
was a flashback to a younger, more wild Tony before he shaved the beard off. That's why it's in
Oh.
black and white.
I
'cause
was
it
never
a long
sure if it
time
was
ago.
like a flash forward or a flashback. But I can tell you that it doesn't look like he's actually playing the piano. Can a puppet
Yeah,
play
and
piano?
there's no piano in that song.
You know that I loved it. I loved it until now. I realized it wasn't really playing, and I'm over it. Who is the main songwriter? Because I love your lyrics. They're so freaking good.
All of us.
There are no
You all
main
contribute
songwriters.
together.
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort.
We either get on Zoom or get on the phone together, and we'll have like a Google Doc open and just throw stuff on a page and then whittle it down until it's done.
You make it sound so not exciting, but I mean,
Sometimes it's not.
that's the reality behind it. But you bring the magic together.
The exciting part is the technology. You used to actually have to be in the same room together.
Rick, where are you, Ruck? I know, Larry, you're on the East Coast. John, you're on the West Coast. Rick?
Baltimore. So Bill and
Oh,
I
so-
are relatively close, but you know, if we want to get into the same room, it's usually in this room. Not very
And
often, but
I'm assuming you wear all your clothes.
no, not all the time.
Oh no, he's got a
Just
pool.
shirts.
There are many pictures somewhere.
But yeah, that's where most of the recording was done, in the room that Rick's in. But then not only was the music recorded all over the place, like the horns on that song were done in San Francisco, and the organ was done in Philly, but also the video was kind of made that way. We shot, where did we shoot, Rick? Let's see. Philly,
Napa,
Mhm.
Philly.
San Francisco.
The black and white is Virginia.
That's right. Yeah, it's
Your
all over the
budget.
place.
So you traveled just for the specific reason
In our
of
private
making
jet.
this video. Your budget was amazing for this. For a band, Zappa's got a band called The Greatest Band You Never Heard, and that's you guys. You guys are really the greatest band nobody's ever heard, except for like 5 people, your friends, family,
Pretty much.
and I
much.
love it. Hopefully,
Until today, when we came on this podcast, and now the word is out.
well, I'm going to go song by song, and because I think each one has its own great style to it. And I was listening. I got all the way down to Cocaine and Cash, which is track 7, and I was having so much fun listening. And it occurred to me, like, oh my god, I know these guys. I was like, I was actually a little in awe.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
You could even say that we were your friends. We will let you say that.
You'll let me say you will. You know, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but because that's going to be released on your 4th album. There's going to be a whole album, another concept album about our history of being friends, starting with me and John meeting when we were 17 years old, in that range.
Younger.
Yeah, wow. And okay, we're gonna go with number 1. You Have Me at Fuck Off. Great way to start the album. Very
That was an
upbeat.
obvious opener.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was a Bill song. He kicked that one off. And
That's got a total Bill, or AKA Larry Electric, ring to it.
but you, Bill, didn't you write that many, many years ago, or at least the start of it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep.
How long ago was it? Like
10, 15,
10
maybe.
years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
He's just been sitting on that one, waiting for somebody like us to come along.
Waiting for someone to make music for it.
And for those of you who are just turning in the middle right now, when this actually
'Cause that happens on YouTube. People
It-
pull up
it-
a video and go to the middle of it.
Well, it will be airing live next Wednesday, which is
Oh.
ridiculous for me to say, because when they're watching it next Wednesday, they're
It's
going to be
not
very
live.
confused. It won't be live, but it will
So
be
call
streaming
in
live.
now. Phone in now,
All the
please.
callers will be.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, right, these guys are the band Pride and Shame. You can check them out at prideandshame.com for all their social media, everything. Follow them. Check out this album on Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever, because it's just a lot of fun. And if you call now and donate, you can get a tote bag with Pride and Shame's name on it. And if you buy 2 albums, you get the mug that goes along with it. 3, you get Rick's song.
Used.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
very smelly.
I'm looking around to see if there's anything I can throw in to sweeten the pot.
Oh, where
Oh,
you
that
No.
is that what we're getting?
Oh my God, we're canceled already.
I'm just looking. I can't see anything. No.
All right. The next song in the album after You Have Me at Fuck Off, which is a very upbeat, punky kind of sound. What was that, Bill?
Don't ask. But it's coming free if you donate now.
The next song. I don't know what that was still, but it's okay.
Is this lotion?
Athlete's
Oh.
foot powder.
Oh wow.
It's a central part of the songwriting process, actually.
Go ahead. On to the next song.
The next song is called Wet Lips, which there's a video for, but I gotta tell you, I've tried to sit through the whole video, and I did once. And
Play
the
it.
other times it was horrifying.
Play.
I think you should play it.
All right.
Your viewers want to see this.
Content
Content warning.
Bobby, do you want to see this video? That's my producer, Bobby.
He's gone to the loo.
Yeah, it's not safe for all.
I'm right here. What do you need from me?
I just said, do you want to see this video? Because I found it
I think you-
personally repulsive, but
I think you woke Bobby up.
I definitely like to see something revolting.
all right, let's do this. Wet Lips, everybody, by Pride and Shame. I know that beard.
So sexy.
Shades and the drippings from your candy. Set your love, SPF. Smell the fruits and I gotta see your birthday soon. Yeah. I see those wet lips starting to swell. It's the wax that makes it run so well, y'all. Don't listen to the fashion tips. Just put the tip on your lips. Color craze, lost for days. Last so long and your color choice is never wrong. Deep rouge, 90 proof. I don't approve of your pouty little attitude. Yeah. I see those wet lips starting to swell. It's the wax that makes it work so well. Oh. Don't listen to the fashion tips. Just put the tip on your lips.
Might have to tap out soon.
Have you seen enough?
We made it this far.
All right.
Take the top off and give a twist. Lay it on and have a makeup kiss. Big lip using just the tip. Can't hang with you, come on, rip. She's working hard all of the night. Alright.
Wow.
Gross.
Disgusting. I've never actually seen that video before. That's awesome.
You never sat through the whole thing?
No one has. We just wanted to see if you could.
And I did. I deserve an award for that. The song is fun. It's such an 80s hair band sound. I
Yeah.
freaking love that. And then we have the Golden Camel. If you're going down the line, wait, who wrote Wet Lips? Tell me about the video.
Well, I'll talk to you about the song first. I was going out to San Francisco to visit John and wrote all the lyrics on the plane. John pretty much took care of all the music part, and then we got together again back in Baltimore and just recorded it, nailed it down, finished it up.
The music was a collaboration between Rick and I, and we pretty much got together and wrote and recorded the music in like 2 hours, one session, and then a couple weeks later we got our good buddy Keith, who a lot of the songs that you hear the lead guitar on, that's Keith. He can shred, so he came over and did the lead guitar, and then that was it. It was done.
You guys have such a gift for this. You make it look so easy. Seeing you sitting here like three average normal people, which deep inside you're not by any means.
We're far below average.
And the video though, like why?
Well, we figured we don't have as many fans as we think we should. And so we brainstormed what could really revolt people and make them not want to know about us or hear this song. And so we spent several weeks making that video. Mission accomplished, right?
It's so freaking catchy though. That's what I hate about it.
That is one of the catchiest ones.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
absolutely.
point. I mean,
No, it's
all the
great. It
songs
really
that-
is great.
all the songs that people love are the ones that get stuck in their head. You know, it's like the earworm. Even though the style is outdated and the lyrics are very like overtly sexual, the key is that it has to be a good song still. And there are so few bands now that still understand that. They have like one part of it down, or they just don't have the wherewithal to really write that great chorus. And I think, you know, together we kind of nailed the chorus down, and that's what makes that one. It stays in your head, man.
Yeah, Rick, you really seem like the most musically trained person in the group.
Oh no. I
No.
can't read music. I don't even know what the letters are.
Rick is definitely the McCartney of the group, though. He plays every instrument that just about.
You know, and I hate you all for being so freaking talented. This is
We
all I
hate
have to
Jason,
show
you've
for it.
done what I did. Just find talented people.
That's exactly what I do.
Give
Yes,
some
I have used Rick.
words and let them go. And then sit back and enjoy.
Bill, you wrote the last song on the album, didn't you? Speaking of finding words, and you sung it too, 1,000 miles
They
away.
made me sing it. Yes, I never thought I would be
It
singing a
was
song.
a fitting end to the album, and it's another reason that anybody should pick up this album. because I'm not going to play the album for you. We can't play that song for you right now, so you're going to have to buy it,
Or stream
or
it.
at least or stream it. Who said buy?
Well,
We still
tomorrow
buy.
is Bandcamp Friday, isn't it? So you can buy.
No,
your-
no, that
dude,
was last week.
Oh, they don't do it every Friday.
No.
First Friday of every month.
What is Bandcamp Friday?
Bandcamp Friday
Is that when you can take your flutes and?
Yes, you can buy music on Bandcamp, and if you buy it on the first Friday of the month, they don't keep any of the. They don't take a cut. All
So
the
it
money
goes-
goes directly to the artist.
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea that took place. But then again, when is the last time you've paid for music?
Seriously, yeah. No, just
Right.
just go stream it. There's our URL that's got links to all the popular streamies.
I paid for music last week.
What'd you
I
buy?
bought- I bought some
Yeah.
LPs.
Yeah, what'd you
Yeah.
get?
Does that count?
New ones or old ones?
There's music on it. It counts.
I got one new one. I got the new Amos Lee
Hmm.
Boring.
on a beautiful coloured vinyl. Now I find out there were two other colours that I.
You're not going to fall for that, are you?
No, I'm trying to resist it.
Amos Lee has a new album coming out as well in the summer, which I did get a preview of, and it's freaking phenomenal. He sings a song of holy crap, I can't
Chet
remember his
Baker.
name. Chet Baker, thank you. And it's beautiful. It's probably my favorite thing Amos Lee did. So look for that when that comes out. And the song, track number 4, So Far So Good, really surprised me because I don't think you played that for me before. And that has such a 90s comedy feel to it. Were you shooting for a 90s theme with that one?
Totally. That's another
It's very meta.
very meta song.
Yeah, bubblegum. But
that was
I liked it though.
It's
that was
kind of
another
this-
Rick concept.
the history of Weezer done in the style of Weezer.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. You nailed it because you wrote it. So that's kind of why you nailed it.
Well,
Vision
that's
Across the
another one.
Sky.
That's another one that came together in like 2 hours and it was pretty much done.
It'll take me years to write one song because not because I'm lazy, not because I don't have the creative genes. I just am lazy. So I got to give you credit for putting that together in 2 hours. And
Not
Vision
being
Across
lazy
the
is a start.
I'm not lazy with other things, you know. I'm doing other, but you can't. I'm lazy with some, and
You're
God,
doing this.
I'm
He's
doing
got-
Don't
this.
be so hard on yourself, young man.
You said hard on.
It looks like you
Yeah.
washed today. You dressed.
For some reason, I even felt compelled to brush my teeth before talking to you guys.
That's more than we did.
That's a step.
I could tell it's coming through
Baby
the step. Yeah. And Cocaine and Cash, that has your name, Rick, all over it too.
That's a John song, man. That's his baby.
It's the John Son
That
Swan
was the
song.
last song that we recorded, and it was so good that we were like, we're not going to release it until we finish this song.
Yeah, that was
that-
the last
that-
one we wrote and recorded. I kicked it off, but then Rick added so much to it. We got together and we chopped it up and moved things around, came up with different melodies.
That had the most
friends to play on
Ween
it.
country music, Ween's Golden Country Hits album sound to it.
I could hear
Totally
that.
influenced. Yeah, I loved that was the song. That was my epiphany song today when I listened to it. I was just like, I want to hear that again. This whole album is freaking great. I know these guys, and I love
That's
it.
got a little bit of Queen influence too. Not the hits, but if you listen to Night at the Opera, there's some songs that kind of you could see where we got the ideas from.
There's Freddie Mercury actually sings on it for us.
Yeah, there is a
Oh, is that-
Freddie Mercury
yes.
sample.
Was that his voice?
Yeah,
I
He stopped
I'm
by
not
just to
gonna
lay
lie.
that down.
Not my problem anymore. There's a story behind that one, isn't it? That one felt personal.
yeah, that's was kicked off by Bill, fresh out of a breakup, and obviously, And then
Like, who would
that
want
was
to date him for that long?
true. That was like his way of picking himself up off the floor. But that's another one that once we got it going, all three of us added equal parts to that song.
Something we can all relate with.
Yeah,
You know.
that's the only breakup song on the record, isn't it?
What about Raylene? Is that about a girl?
Well,
Raylene is interesting because I wrote a song called Raylene, which was completely different, and gave it to Rick, and he kept the title, and he kept the name Raylene, and wrote a completely new song about something different, and it was better.
well,
So-
the story is about
That really does make you the Paul McCartney of the band.
well, maybe it's not good enough. It's not my way, but it's going to be. That's kind of a story about like a couple that does meth together, and the guy doesn't really realize that the girl is actually a tranny. So he does eventually find out, but unfortunately, he has to get arrested, and they let him know. But we
And
wanted
with that, Rick just got canceled.
well, we wanted
No,
to do
not
something.
necessarily.
We wanted to do something that was very rural, and that's kind of where that comes from.
Now I have to know. So Rick, you made it the average boy meets girl love story. Larry, aka Bill, what was your version of Raylene?
It was, as far as I can remember, it was an old guy meeting a young, hot girl called Raylene and going to the beach and to a rave with her and feeling awful. And I think coming to his senses at 2 a.m. with sand in his ass crack and a headache, thinking, why do I do this?
Not autobiographical at all.
I'm too lazy for that. It's what would happen if I had a little more energy.
You get to a point where you're just like, why do I even freaking bother trying to get to know somebody? I get it. So, Rick, you
get to a
hated.
point where every time you go out, you immediately want to go back home.
Well, I think we're all there.
Yeah.
Except for John. John's very social, but.
I know he's an asshole.
But Rick, so my impression is that you read Bill's song, Raylene, and said, "Fuck him, fuck this story. I'm over it. I don't agree with this May December romance. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make the meth heads, and one's gonna have a dick. So both of them will have a dick."
Exactly. Well, and it
But
was wishful
this is like a
thinking.
revenge song against Bill, actually.
It was wishful thinking. I was hoping that it would actually play out for him in his own life, but so far as I know, it hasn't happened. Have you been dabbling with meth at all, Bill? Have you started yet? That's the first part of the equation.
Not yet, no.
I like the way you asked that question, as if did you get a chance to read my novel?
I sent you the ice. Did you get it?
It was just so calm. And lately, I got to tell you, I don't remember. I listened to it all, but I can't remember lately.
That was the first song that was written for the album, actually.
I think it was, yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty different. That's a rocker. That's like our emo song.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's coming back to me.
Wasn't it originally Maybe?
Yes.
And then
It
and then
was.
we thought we'd do a Maybe reprise called Lately, and then we forgot about Maybe. And
Well, then we decided Maybe wasn't quite up to snuff compared to the rest of the songs, so we were left with Maybe. Lately.
There were a couple other songs that really didn't make the cut either, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe
They're always
You
are.
say them for other albums.
Yeah, that's going to be for the box set.
Do you have any songs that you think? Do you have any songs written already for your next album? Your
Not
rock opera?
completely. We have the story, and we have some lyrics and some melodies written, and just getting just getting the stove heated up, you know.
Is it going to
Getting
be
the
like
skillet heated?
getting the yeah?
But I think
You
this
nailed
one's
the
going to come
reference.
together pretty quickly. I hope. I mean,
I
if we
mean,
can keep the momentum going.
there's something that we did on the Golden Camel very consciously. We wanted to have every song be very different in style, and it was a little challenging to pull that off. But I think the next project we're working on is going to be one style. We know the story, we know how we want to deliver it. I think it's just going to come together a little bit faster. It's really just a matter of really making the songs still kick ass, because
Yeah.
we're not going to put out a shit song even if it has to fit somewhere in that story. We'll rewrite it if we have to, but it still comes back to how good the song really is.
Yeah, the worst thing about rock operas is there's a lot of filler because they're trying to tell a story, so they'll throw in a song that sucks, but it helps complete the story, which is not why anyone is listening to music.
Yeah, you're listening to individual songs, but it just occurred to me that I've never thought about writing a rock opera before. But how are you differentiating of how much story to tell per song? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we sort of mapped it out. It's not going to be a bloated double album. It'll still be probably between 11 and 13 songs, and we just kind of made an outline of the story. And then each item on the outline will break off into a song. Talk to us in a month and we'll tell you if we stuck with that plan. But so far, that's how we've been doing it.
I love the concept. I'm looking forward to hearing the album, guys.
I mean, maybe it's our mollusk. Who knows?
Your mollusk.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe it would just be like a concept record with some songs about space here and there, but then we decided to go full rock opera. And the working
Might be our
title is,
Lifehouse, though.
it might be. The working title is Pride and Shame: Mission to Mars.
I like it.
So look for that next year.
So who came up with the name Pride and Shame?
Mootlu, actually.
The singer
Bill and I
Mootlu, or
yeah, Bill and I made this song that is terrible. We've never released it. It's so bad, but it's so bad that we love it.
it's
And
like
we
the
were
Plan 9 from Outer Space of songs.
pretty
It's worse-
much.
It's worse than anything that's awful by Ween.
It's like the audio equivalent of the music video for Wet Lips. It's like I challenge anyone to make it through the entire song.
It does
And
tell a story.
we spent so long on it. And we played it for Mootlu and we were like, yeah, we're pretty ashamed of this one, but we're also proud of it. And he was like, hey, that sounds like a band name, Pride and Shame.
I love that. And the rest is history. So now, if people start downloading this album or streaming this album, and they want to see you live, are you going to have to make some changes and do a live show?
If there's demand for it, yeah.
Are you willing to
might
do
do
this?
one in the fall. We might do some shows on the East Coast.
Because I know you just willy-nilly put together an album, put thought into it, recorded you put so much work into this, and you are almost like throwing it by the wayside. Like, hey, listen to this, then we're going to do other things.
Isn't that
But
what all
it's-
musicians do?
Yes, but
What are you talking about? We're here promoting it. That's why we're here now.
That's
there-
true.
you
You
have no.
son of a bitch.
This is true. This is true.
But yes, we
But
we have
I had to ask you to be on. Hey, you want to come on and promote your album? Yeah, I'll see if the other guys want to do it.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's the goal. The toughest part will be figuring out how to play all the songs again, because like you said,
That's tough. Yeah.
it has gone a little bit by the wayside. We don't have band practice every week, so Have to figure it out again. Write it all
We're
out.
gonna
Burn it.
play. There will be a show in the next 12 months. There will be a show. I just said
Alright,
it. Now we
cool.
have to do it.
Because when this
Because
airs,
no one ever lied on the internet before.
well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to talk about this album because I just loved it. So
Thank you,
and
Jason.
look for these
We
guys.
love you too.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
And,
for sticking through it.
That's weird, Bill, because before we came on here, you were saying the opposite.
Shh.
Oh,
Son
sorry.
of a bitch.
Oh.
Son of a bitch. And
How could you not love that Pollock? Look at him.
I know. Look at that.
Huge.
oh, stop it! I'm going to give you 20 minutes to stop complimenting me, Bill. Crushing your head.
We're trying to give you
A little face pinch. That's so adorable. And I just want to squeeze your chin.
Yeah.
You're so Darren.
His prehensile chin.
I feel bad for the ones who are listening audibly.
can't see the chin.
because they can't see the chin. They can't see how
I feel bad for the people that have to watch this.
Oh, hey, buddy. I've got John Oates, Darren from Bewitched, and young Ian Anderson all in the one band Pride and Shame. And look for them at prideandshame.com and stream this album on all streaming platforms. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Bobby, my producer, John, Rick, Bill, Larry Electric, Curly.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
You got it. Take
Yeah.
care, guys. Arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit.